Right, you're very welcome back. Now, our next guest, well, he's probably one of the biggest personalities in world rugby, I'd say.
But also quite literally standing at 6'10". The Leinster Lock has won 2 Rugby World Cups, become a fan favourite in Ireland and earned the nickname the Viking. Let's take some of his best moments on the pitch. We're quite over this corner. We're hearing "Come on, Leinsters" from Derek. There we go.
Leinster, he's got the Leinster jersey on as well this morning. RG Snyman, good morning. It's great to have you with us.
Thank you very much.
I was saying RG Snyman earlier on, which I think a lot of people in Ireland definitely say, but we have our chef, Dean Diplock from South Africa today. He's telling it's Snyman.
Yes, that was actually, I was surprised to hear the pronunciation of that. So, yeah.
Properly, we did
done,
it.
yeah,
We did
Yes.
it right. Yeah. OK, we got something right.
Yeah.
You're sitting down. I think we're going to have to stand up at some stage, though, in all fairness, because you're a tall lad. My God, RG. Now, you're way taller than Devin Toner, I believe.
Yeah, way taller. I think Dave's just a small fella.
Oh, I don't know.
I said if she asked me that question on TV, I'm going to say I'm way taller than Dave.
You are.
No, I think he is a bit taller than me.
You could put the hair a bit higher. Poor old Dave, struggling with that one as well. Listen, obviously there's a big match coming up this weekend. Leinster up against the Bulls in the final of the URC. We're all really excited for that game. But unfortunately, Leinster aren't going to have you as part of the team. You've injured yourself. You've just had ACL surgery. Devastated for you. How's the rehab going?
Yeah, it is obviously very disappointing, and it's the third time I've done it, so it's it's a familiar road for me that lies ahead. But I think within that it's also difficult because you know what you need to do to get back and the long road and it's kind of harder to know what's coming. But in saying that, it's you know where the shortcomings and kind of the shortfalls will be, and you can try and avoid it or at least make it a little bit better.
How do you stay positive in that? Because ACL surgery means pretty much 9 months out, and it's probably the longest injury you can have in that respect. And this being your third time, knowing the road ahead of you, is that where teammates and other players who are going through injuries at the time, you kind of keep yourself going? Because it can be fairly low at times.
Yeah, definitely. It's something that you fall back onto the people around you, and they kind of support you and pick you up in times when it does get tough. And yeah, unfortunately, we have quite a few guys injured at the moment at Leinster. So we try and hang around and get our gym sessions done together and just have a bit of fun with it.
So telling Dev Toner he's a tiny little fella, that's always just texting him. That's what you should start doing, as just prank texting Devin Toner. When you first arrived to Ireland, you know, I remember when you started, you know, the Red and Munster, the Red Army, there you were. You've obviously moved to Leinster. But being a South African, did you have any idea of the sort of rivalry? Obviously, Leinster have kicked on ahead. But did you have the rivalry that there is between the provinces here? Did you have an idea of it?
I had a little bit of an idea, and obviously then coming to Munster, learned a little bit more about it, but only really felt how people feel about the two provinces when I moved from Munster to Leinster. I'll tell you, people were not happy.
No, probably not too happy.
I love that. Even with a fella this tall, they wouldn't be. They'd be like, "Come here to me. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you."
But listen, to join a team like Leinster, to be competing at the very top end of Europe, and listen, Munster hope that they're going to get themselves back there. But like, that's where you want to see yourself. You've won the World Cup twice, and you know, such a force on the pitch as well.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a place where you'll become the best rugby player that you can be because of the people around you and the systems that are put in place to you know, to better yourselves. It's like an international setup basically. So it's a great environment to be part of.
Well, also it's it's about life off the pitch as well. I know you still find the weather a little bit challenging. would we say, about
Yes,
Ireland?
definitely. It's the week of summer we had a few weeks ago was very nice. So it's something to get to wrap your head around, and sometimes it still gets a little bit challenging. But if you can look past that, we really like Ireland, and we have a great time.
That's your wife Saskia then, so she's well and truly settled into life in Ireland. You're actually expecting.
Yes, so baby's due in September, so it's very exciting for us and for me especially. Because she's told me she obviously has to go through all the changes, and her body goes through all of, pregnancy, and I'm just excited. So she was like, listen, you're gonna have to meet me halfway. You're gonna have to calm down a little bit, because I think I was just way too excited.
He's like putting up the bouncy castle and everything. Did she ring your mum and be like, how big was this lad when he was born? Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle this.
Yeah, I think I was actually pretty average size when I was born. So
okay.
Yeah. So.
Hey, well, I'd say the IRFU are looking on going, will he or she have an Irish passport, potential Irish second row in the future? Would you have any problems with them maybe, wearing a green jersey?
Well, the right shade of green will be the darker shade. So I'll make sure that gets into the baby quite early,
Oh, he's got a plan. Of course, you started with the Bulls, who Leinster are playing. Like, how was coming up in the academy with the Bulls? Like, what was that like? Because we're talking about academy rugby so much now. And
in Pretoria as well, real hotbed of rugby over there.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what was that like for you?
Yeah, that's obviously where I got my break, and where I learned basically, my skill set. And I went to school just across the road from Loftus as well, so would have grown up in that area. And I had a great time and learned a lot. That group we had together there at the Bulls at that time was quite special, and it's obviously became good friends. It's great now to see as well how the guys have kicked on, and just coming up to the final this weekend, it's actually special to see, both of my teams in blue facing off in the final.
It's going to be a cracker of a game. It's going to be a really interesting challenge as well, particularly the fact that the Bulls beat Glasgow, who topped the league. So they're going to be coming here to really try and cause an upset in Dublin as well. Obviously, you've been a part of 2 World Cup winning teams. Jacques Nienaber, who was the coach of those South African teams, has been involved with Leinster as well. How special would it be for him to try and get one over the Bulls?
Yeah, I think it's shaping up to be one of the great games in the URC and finals, especially because, it's kind of a repeat of last season's final.
Yeah.
And I think it just makes it that much more, there's a little bit extra that goes into it from both sides, because it's quite a long season, and it all builds up to this moment. And being in Dublin again, and we're going to Croke Park again, Bulls versus Leinster. It's going to be a massive occasion, and it's something to look forward to.
I think as well as that, there's been a lot of talk about James Lowe, his last season with Leinster and Ireland this year as well. It's been such a top try scorer for Leinster, has really bought into the ethos and the culture there as well. It would be an amazing send-off for him as well to win the trophy.
Yeah, 100%. There's a few guys obviously moving on in the season, but it would definitely be a nice way to give the guys, that lasting memory of a final.
But James, like, I've gotten to speak to him a couple of times. That fella's gas. Like, isn't he? Like, he's a bit of a trickster.
Yeah. No, Lowy is very much what you see is what you get, And people always say, no, it's a different person once you step onto the field and between the 4 white lines. But Lowy is exactly the same. He's that type of guy. He's always a great energy to be around, and he's an unbelievable player.
Okay, right. So, do you have divided loyalties, being Bulls Academy now with Leinster? Who?
No, it's Leinster all the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leinster all the way. Okay. Well, listen. The match is, of course, this Friday night. It's at 7:30. It's in Croke Park. Unbelievable. The home of Irish sport. There are tickets available on the Ireland AM Instagram page. So, if you do want to get yourself some tickets to go to the match, go and check out the Instagram page. Or else you can just go on to Ticketmaster and go and buy yourself tickets for that as well. RG Snyman.
Can we get him to stand up?
Come here.
Come on now. This
can we
is
do
ridiculous.
a stand up? Right. Okay. So
do you mind this? I'll get.
You can. So, like, I mean, honestly, what chance had I really? I mean, I used to have to try and tackle this fella. It wasn't even fair. Archie,
there.
I'd say the Bulls are delighted that you're not going to be playing this weekend as well. All the very best with the
Thank you very
recovery.
much.
You're right, Devon Toner. He's a tiny little pipsqueak. I can't get over it.
Imagine little baby Snyman coming out as well. Oh my goodness me.
Saskia, we send you all of our love. Good woman. Sports Day coming up next.
Absolutely.
Send an RG
Make
down
sure to
there.
go get your tickets for the match this weekend.
Yeah.
We're going to be catching up with Padraig Wilson-McCarthy doing Sports Day after this short break.